Hey everybody, it's Carrie the Paper Monkey. I hope y'all are all well today. Thank you for stopping in. If you saw the title of this video, you know what it's going to be about, what we're going to talk about. 1 year ago, on March 17th, I uploaded my first video to YouTube. Yep, it's been a year. That I have said this before, so forgive me for repeating myself, but I truly believe that was the worst video that was ever uploaded to YouTube in all of YouTube history. I went back to rewatch it just in the last day or so, just because I wanted to see what books I had profiled on that video. I couldn't remember because I can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, but anyway, and it was pretty painful to watch. Thank you to all of you who have watched that video though. And subsequently the videos thereafter. Thank you all very much. Let me just start by saying I can't thank you all enough for this journey. It's been incredible. It's been organic. And it's been something that I could have never imagined in my whole life. I brought this book out just as a visual for us today. But this is one of the books that I featured on that first video. And I did make as you can see, make a junk journal out of it. And it's a sewn-in spine. It has 2 signatures. Little tassel that was already made, bought and purchased. But I was very proud of myself for doing this. But I wanted to talk today, as you can tell by kind of the title and how this video is titled, I wanted to talk a little bit about what I have learned along the way of junk journaling. And one of the things, let me just give those folks that are new to my channel a little bit of history. I was never really a crafter. Not really. Along the way, I had tried different things along the way, and I always felt like I failed. Biggest reason I felt like I failed was because I'd always compared my work to other people's work, which it's going to set you up for failure every time. But I was just never considered myself to be artistic ever in anything that I did. I was an avid reader. I was fairly smart, got good grades in school, that whole thing, but just never had the artistic leaning. I didn't even feel like my penmanship was good. I couldn't draw stick people. Like, seriously, I mean, they were all crazy and wonky. And so kind of always felt like that part of my life was just not meant to be. I can't sing on note unless I'm in my car. I can sing on key if I'm in my car by myself. It's amazing at how closely I sound to Mariah Carey. Now, you get other people in there, forget it. It throws the acoustics all off. But no, I just really felt like I just kind of gave up on it, to be honest with you. Never really tried. I did try scrapbooking a little bit. Just didn't feel like my layouts were any good. Whatever. Anyway. And then a little over a year ago, I had some free time on my hands that was normally not my free time. Just had kind of an extended amount of free time. Was never a YouTuber. Just didn't really utilize, didn't go to videos, didn't, whatever. Anyway, I got on YouTube one day and I started watching Crafty Girl. She started talking about junk journaling and Rebecca Hoot. I went down the rabbit hole of junk journaling and I was hooked just like that. I mean, just in an instant, I was hooked. The very first video I saw Rebecca Hoot do a junk journal from a composition notebook. And she kept reiterating, but you do it however you want to do it. This is just the way I'm doing it. And I was like, what? You can do what? And then, of course, I put in the search bar of YouTube, junk journal, and here pops up Gail Augustinelli, Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah, Scrapbooking with Me, all the big names. And I started just seeing all the different possibilities. And I was already a thrifter. I love to repurpose things. The idea to turn a classic children's book into something so precious that could hold memories, or you could write your thoughts in. I mean, I was like, you can do what? And here we are a year later, right? Here we are a year later. And I've been able to create something that is of so much value to me. Now, will my family cherish it? I think they will. I'm almost positive they will. But one of the biggest things, I guess, and I'm not gonna put these in order. Okay, so when I talk about the things that I learned, just know they're all very significant. It's not this is the number one thing I learned or the number 5 thing I learned. They're just all so significant to me. But one of the things that I learned along the way is that I am an artist. Everyone is an artist. Everyone. It's to find your artistic ability. And I'm so thankful that my artistic ability actually found me. Isn't that something? Isn't that incredible? But along the way, on this journey, I had so many creators reinforce that because I questioned it along the way. Oh, what I'm doing is really, it's not as good as whoever. Gail or whoever. Well, it doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be. Just has to mean something to me. And that's what art is about, isn't it? And I guess that's what I missed during my life. Is I didn't think about it like that. I thought, art had to be pleasing to everybody's eye. It doesn't have to be. Does not have to be. Not in the least, really. It just has to mean something to you, to the artist. And that was significant to me. That was very significant to me. One of the other things that I did learn was to just do it. Whatever it is. We limit ourselves. We do. I do. I have. I still do. By not taking a chance. Right? Because when I tell you, YouTube was nowhere in my atmosphere. Social media was not really a thing for me. I just thought I didn't have very high regard about social media. And I do in a certain sense, but not really. Not really. I didn't understand how important social media can be and how positive a contribution there can be with social media. But it is all in what you put into it, right? Truly. And in this community, in this niche of junk journalers, there is the majority, significant majority of creators who want to give back, who want to encourage others, who want to remain positive, who are just here to share. And that, you're not going to be able to find that everywhere. Right? This world today, man, can be tough. The world can be a hard place to be in. I don't care what country you're sitting in right now. It can be, we don't know what other people are struggling with, what your day-to-day may look like. I don't know. But I know sometimes it can be rough for a lot of people out there. And the junk journaling community man, it is so unique and so incredibly giving and caring. That is, that in and of itself is enough to keep me coming back. Even if I didn't create videos. I just want to be a part of that positive vibe, right? Just come somewhere to relax, and you don't have to worry about people going off, or, I mean, it's just, and if they even did, which I haven't really come across any video like that, but you just turn it and go, there's 25 other creators who are going to be positive and encouraging, and, show you how to make something pretty out of nothing. Right? That's incredible. That's really incredible. One of the other things that I learned, which was hard for me because I am so pragmatic and practical, and oh my God. Mistakes are only mistakes if you categorize them like that. Let me say that again for the people in the back row. Mistakes are only mistakes if you assign them that definition. That's it. In junk journaling, a mistake, quote Bob Ross, is really a happy accident. But it's true. It's true. And I think that's true of most artistic ventures. A mistake is only a mistake if you define it like that. I still struggle with that a little bit, because again, I mean, my personality is, I'm pretty rigid. I can be pretty rigid. And the older I get, the more rigid I can be about certain things. But junk journaling is teaching me to truly let go of these predefined notions that I've had my whole life. It's really helping me to expand on the way that I look at things. That's, I'm 55. So at 55, to learn that, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for that part of it. One of the other things that was kind of hard for me was to listen to your inner voice. Now, I will tell you, I have always had an intuitive sense about people, even as a small child. I felt like, and I'm not trying to get into this kind of, hokey pokey stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that even as a small child, I could read a room. I really could. And I'm talking about small. Yeah, I'm talking about like elementary school age, kindergarten, first grade. I knew when I wasn't supposed to be somewhere I wasn't supposed to be. I knew when a conversation changed in adult tones. I just got out of the room. I mean, there was just something about it. Just kind of, I could always read a room, and I could always read people. And I still can, I call it intuition. I don't know what you call it, but sometimes I think that we have this inner voice that we ignore because it's too crazy of an idea, or it makes us too vulnerable if we speak out, or we take a chance that's too big a chance to take, right? Well, had I not listened to my inner voice a year ago, I wouldn't be here. Now, to some of you, that may not have the significance it has to me because it's my journey. But this venture, this adventure here, has done for me what years of, a great career, a loving family, a wonderful husband. Those things have been wonderful, but this is different. This has brought me realities and experiences that I would have never had without listening to my inner voice that compelled me to do this YouTube channel. You know, it was a compulsion that I could not quiet. And again, I'm not trying to be hokey pokey about stuff. I'm just telling y'all, I would have never, ever created a YouTube channel, not to load videos. This was outside of me. So I know that there's a reason that I'm here. And with that being said, I knew from the very beginning, no matter how small my channel was, like that was irrelevant. How small my channel was irrelevant. And it still is. It still is. I knew I was here for a reason, and that if I was given a voice, that I wanted it to be positive, and I wanted to encourage others, and I just wanted to put a smile on people's faces and, just interact with people in a positive way. And that's how I'm going to continue to do this. Or I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to continue to do this as long as it remains fun. And it remains fun because I do it like that. Because it's not, yes, the numbers are wonderful. Don't get me wrong. Oh my gosh, I'm a statistics person. I love all the data and the analytics. I think that's fascinating because that's just who I am. And that's kind of part of what I do in my work world and stuff like that. But it's not about that really. It's about what I get back from what I put in, right? And I think if I could say one of the biggest things that I've learned, like I said, I'm not going to categorize this as like this is the number one thing I've learned or anything like that, but this is a pretty big one. This is pretty significant. I have always believed my entire life that what you put out is what you get back. Now, you know how sometimes you have interactions with people and your interaction is intended for good and whatever, but that's not what you receive back from that other person. I'm not talking about that. Like, I'm talking about what your true intentions are and how you go about your day and things like that, and you will receive that back. This is proof positive that everything that I've put out has come back to me 100-fold. Absolutely, 100%, no doubt about it. Couldn't tell you, nobody will ever convince me otherwise. This adventure of my YouTube channel this past year, what little I feel like I have contributed to this community and in my channel, what I've invested in my channel, and the conversations that we've had together here, I have gotten back 100-fold from that. It's amazing to me. It is absolutely amazing to me. Everything that's come to me from, I don't know. I wish from walking into a thrift store and thinking, I wish I had the reproduction of the Sears and Roebuck's catalog from the 1800s. But I got on eBay. It was too expensive for me. So let me, I'll just keep that in my cart. And I walk in the thrift store 3 days later and I pick it up for $0.25. And that's just a thing. That's just a tangible thing. I don't want to make it about things, because the interactions that I get to have, I really didn't expect to have. I really didn't. I never expected to have these type of interactions. Because I'll tell you, a lot of you may think that I am a people person. And while, I'm not a hermit, but people can kind of wear me out. Yeah, like at the end of my workday, I want solitude to reinvigorate me. The last thing I want to do is go out in a crowd of people, because that would be more draining to me. So I guess I'm more introverted in that sense. I can be in a crowd of people. I'm not intimidated by people. I can speak in front of 500 people, and I have. That kind of stuff has never bothered me, but it can kind of wear me out a little bit. So whenever I'm done, I want to go recharge by being alone and either reading or watching YouTube videos, or now, of course, junk journaling. That's where I get my energy from. Let's see. I want to just also add to this video that this niche of junk journaling is so unique. I don't know if we all appreciate how unique it is. Because it's not, when you look at YouTube, and if you ever look at, how do you do a YouTube video and what you need to say and what, all these experts, and I'm not degrading what they do. That, they're experts for a reason. I'm certainly no expert, no doubt about that. That kind of stuff, while it works, I'm not saying it doesn't work. I don't know that it works for this unique niche. Listen to me, I'm going to include myself in this group. Our niche here is about community. Isn't it? Don't you think that? I think that. I think it's about building a community and having this community. It's not just we're looking at, even though we do, I'm sure a lot of you do go out there and look at, different kinds of channels, not just junk journaling. I'm sure, probably you go and find other kind of niche channels and you follow those. But what I'm saying is junk journaling is built on community, I think. And I think that that's what the difference is in this niche. So I want to say how much I appreciate being a part of this community. And I hope that next year, this anniversary video, if that's what's meant to be, will be even better than this one, first of all, and will just relay to you all how much I appreciate you being here, because I do, each and every one of you. To all the new folks who kind of drop in and just kind of check out my channel, I thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the people who keep coming back and keep encouraging me. Y'all are gold to me. I always say this, you know what you're getting into and you still come back. Because I'm not the best. I'm, still flounder around with lighting and, sound and all that. And, my junk journal artistic ventures they're not, they're okay. They're getting better. But I appreciate this journey so very much. I have had the most incredible time this past year in doing this, and I can't imagine my life without it. Isn't that funny? Just in 1 year's time, I cannot imagine my life without it. So thank you all very much for being here with me. I appreciate you more than you know. And I'm going to end this like I've always ended my videos. And how I came up with this, I have no idea. I don't know. It just came to me one day and I just kept saying it. But if you've been around, you know what I'm going to say. I hope that whatever it is that you get to do today, the next few days, or in the next year, it is as much fun as this past year has meant to me. Thank you all so much, and we'll chat soon. Bye.